This is Weather Radio Canada, station XMJ225, broadcasting from Toronto on a frequency of 162.400 megahertz.
Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Why are all these radios here? Because they have something in common. The frequency 162.4, 162.4, 162.4. Even this guy here, the Radio Oddity, the best construction radio, can receive weather.
Increasing cloudiness this evening.
The Weather Channel, the Weather Radio Service, as we call it here in Canada, which unfortunately it's going to be discontinued effective March 16, 2026, in 2 weeks' time. Let's take a look.
Please note that the Weather Radio and Hello Weather services will be permanently disconnected on March 16, 2026. A radio marine forecast is available via the Canadian Coast Guard. Visit canada.ca/weather or download the WeatherCAN mobile application for your local weather information.
So, as you can see here, it is official. This is the website that gives all the information and clearly states, let me get out of the way, that changes to the service are in effect starting March 16, 2026. The service will stop transmitting permanently. And they want us to go to the radio marine forecasts provided by the Canadian Coast Guard. Fine. I did a little bit of a research. Um, I couldn't, like, there's totally different frequencies. Uh, Somewhere SWL, HF, somewhere down there, 2 megahertz or something like that. And correct me if I'm wrong at this one, right? So I did a little bit of a research. I couldn't find anything. So, and it has like specific times. So, like back when we were at war, I don't know, we gathered in front of the radio because we didn't have TV at 6 p.m. So 6 p.m. is going to tell us the weather. So let's gather in front of the radio and listen to the weather. I did ask my favorite AI, if we scroll up a little bit, what is the Canadian Weather Radio Service? And it came back with the Weather Radio Canada is a national weather radio network owned by and operated by Environment and Climate Change Canada's Meteorological Service. It broadcasts continuous weather information forecasts and emergency alerts 24/7 on 7 VHF frequencies starting at 162.4 to 162.55 across 230 transmitter sites, serving over 90% of Canadians. The service is available in both English and French, uses specific area messaging coding, SAME technology, for targeted alerts, and it has historically provided critical warnings for several weather and civil emergencies. However, on February 23, 2026, Environment Canada announced that this service will be permanently discontinued on March 16, 2026. We have about 2 weeks left. With you, the users are encouraged to switch to the app, the WeatherCAN app, and other digital platforms for weather updates. Really? Seriously? This is how Environment Canada is advertising the service. Okay, this is a PDF file, and if we scroll down here, you will see all the stations, the transmitting stations. So let's go up here and zoom in. I'm gonna zoom as much as I can so you can read with me. When severe weather threatens public safety, experts agree that seconds count to save lives. Environment Canada's weather radio broadcast sends out an alert tone notifying you that a high impact weather warning has been issued. So, what's changed now? Here they sell the weather radio. I'll go a little bit to the right after so you can see. But look what it says here. Having an active weather radio is just as important to have as having a smoke detector in your home. The advanced warning gives you time to act before high impact weather events arrive. You can set your weather radio. I'm sure many of you have this radio, have bought this radio. Set your weather radio receiver to beep, flash, or switch to a broadcast mode when it receives a tone severe weather warning. And you can find more information about those radios in the website. Now I'm gonna scroll a little bit to the right, and there you go. Weather warnings when you need them. Weather information all the time. Our network comprises of 185. There is more. We saw it in AI transmitters from coast to coast, providing continuous weather information in both official languages. We broadcast accurate and timely weather warnings, forecasts, and current conditions directly from Environment Canada's storm prediction centers. And this is how the weather radio looks like. It is good for boaters, golfers, fishers, skiers, campers, hikers, farmers, all citizens, and wait, in areas that there is no cell phone coverage. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna look at the weather, print it on a piece of paper to take it with you. So when you go out there to remember how the weather is gonna be, that doesn't make sense. And what are we gonna do with all these radios? What are we gonna do with all these radios? Look at them. They all show 162.4.
15. Monday, a mix of sun and cloud with 30%.
162.4, 162.4, 162.4. Even this radio here can receive weather. Look.
High +1. Tuesday night, cloudy.
So, what changed all of a sudden? So, the information is below. Uh, Send them an email, send them a message, call them and say, hey, we need this. You cannot disconnect. You cannot shut it down. And to make it more interesting, here is how to send a message to Canadian Parliament if you want. Here's the information. Or your favorite MP. This is the website. ourcommons.ca slash members slash English. EN. Here is the link. And then it will give you details on be specific, be effective, how to write the email, whatever. So yeah, send them an email. Say, hey, did you ask anybody? Because clearly that's what they're doing. You have the app. All of you are lining up when the new iPhone comes out, and you're lining up in front of the store to buy the phone. Here's the app. Click on it, boom, there's your weather, right?